Some celebs call us loco. You know we are next, call it mobos. They gon' be there on repeat, they like, oh no. Where's the mix it up, let's take a photo now. But for now, I'm loco. For now, preserve the beat, I'm more.
Yes. Come on, man. We're back again. Yeah? Consistency is the key. I say this every day. But yeah, man. Big news today, man. Gyokeres has apparently rejected us. So yeah, it's all gone mad. So we're going to have to see what's going on. Let's see. Let's talk me through it. This is the Gyokeres story that's broke out today from record_Portugal. Remember, this record_Portugal, they could be reliable, they might not be. But they're the ones that broke that Gyokeres had an argument with his president, who is their owner. So Record Portugal, some people might say they might not be reliable, it might be clickbait, they're using Man United's name for clicks, but they broke a story about Sporting, about Gyokeres having dramas with his president, and it was true. It ended up being true. So you can't sleep on them. Do you understand? So yeah, Victor Gyokeres has told Manchester United that he will not be joining the club this summer. He will not be joining the club this summer. This is a Portuguese outlet. So borderline, Gyokeres has rejected us. And in Sport Witness, I don't know where they're from. They might be from Portugal too. Who knows? Victor Gyokeres, striker, rules out Manchester United. Agents told club they're no longer an option. Offer made by Manchester United didn't convince. Arsenal was a player's dream destination. Eggs in one basket approach is risky. So what you're saying then? What if Arsenal don't take you, what's going to happen then? Because you've already fell out with Sporting. So what happens then? If Arsenal don't come in for him and they go for Sesko, which it seems like they might do, what's going to happen then? Are you going to... What are you going to do then? You're going to just sit around then? Because they don't even want you there. So you've had dramas with your Sporting president. Remember, president is owner. How we've got Sir Jim and Glazers, that's our owners for Manchester United. In Portugal, they call it president. He fell out with the president. You got to remember, there's players falling out with Ruben, Ten Hag, and they don't play again. Look at Rashford. Imagine falling out with the owner of the club. It's crazy. The person that actually owns the club, the president. That's crazy. So Victor Gyokeres has said he's not coming to Manchester United. I don't know how reliable this is, how true it is. All I know is this Record Portugal is the same people that reported that Victor Gyokeres has fell out with the Sporting president, and it came out to be true. It started from them, and then it came to Fabrizio and all of that, and then they started talking about it. Victor Gyokeres is angry about the agent, gentleman's agreement that he was meant to leave for a certain price, and then he ended up not leaving. So I don't know if it's reliable. I don't know if it's 100% true, but they've been right on something. So I can say it could be true. So I just can't see why he will come out and say, I'm not joining Manchester United, because that just limits his option. You've got Arsenal there and Manchester United, Juventus and Saudi Arabia. You don't want to go to Saudi Arabia. You don't want to go to Juventus. Like, Juventus ain't going to pay the money for him. Let's be real. You've got Arsenal and Manchester United. Arsenal's linked with Sesko as much as they're linked with you. If they only wanted you, Gyokeres, they would have made the bid already. So obviously they're thinking about it, and they're, do you know what I'm saying, juggling right now. United, you're their top option. So you've got Arsenal and Manchester United, two teams onto you. Why are you going to come out today and say, I don't want United? Maybe leave it, let it stretch out. But if he's just come out and said, I don't want United, and obviously with Sport Witness as well, it says Arsenal's players' dreams destination. So if he wants to go Arsenal, I said this yesterday anyway. I said if he had the choice, I reckon he would go Arsenal. If he could pick, I reckon he would pick Arsenal. I said it yesterday because I just can't see how he would want to come and start this whole project thing again. Arsenal need a 1, 2, 3 players, and then they might be there in a lot of people's head anyway. if you look at it from the smart way, like he's 27, he's prolific, he scored 63 goals. He scored the most goals in the whole world. No one scored more goals than him last season. So look at that. I was gonna come there and play one game a week, or I could go to a team that's already made and then make them win the title, the first title in 20-something years, be that guy. So I think he wants Arsenal. But the fact that he's come out and borderline rejected us is crazy. Like, that limits his options as well. Do you know what I mean? If Arsenal's offering him his 200 grand a month, 200 grand a week, there could have been rumours that Man United are offering 240, and then he's bargaining and he's going up and up. To just come out and reject us is a bit mad. That's why I don't think this is true. And I hope it isn't anyway. But like I said, they've been reliable, this Record Portugal, so it could be true. And it's not just one, remember, it's Record Portugal and it's Sport Witness. That's both saying it. Striker rules out Manchester United. Victor Gyokeres has told Manchester United he will not be joining. So that's two different outlets that have come out and said, Man United, it's not happening. So it's going to be interesting to see how this one plays out. But yeah, doesn't matter. Just bring me one of the victors. I said this yesterday, Sam. I said the exact same thing yesterday. Any of the victors, I would rather Victor Osimhen, to be honest. That's my favourite. I would rather Osimhen, because the only thing with Gyokeres scores goals. He's prolific. But the thing with Gyokeres is he's just not good with his head. He'll win headers if it's a duel. So if he's with defenders, he'll win the header, but he doesn't score goals with headers. That's the only thing that he lacks. So if I had to pick, I would want Osimhen because he gives more. And when you look at our team, Man United, who's the players that you can rely on to score a header? Think about it. I would say just Maguire and Casemiro. That's the only two. And maybe De Ligt. But remember, De Ligt and Maguire, only one of them plays at a time. So let's just say we've got Maguire and Casemiro on. And you got to remember, they're the only two players that in my head that can actually score a header. Like, you could look at them and say, yeah, they're going to score. They might score. And both of them are should be leaving next year. If a bid comes in right now from Saudi for Casemiro, he's gone. Do you know what I mean? So we've got no one. And look at our set piece. Look at our set pieces record last season. How much goals we conceded because we can't header the ball. So they just pull it in our box. Boom. So this is the same thing with me. I'm saying get a striker. He will add to our defending bit, headering the ball, and he will score goals. We could have a game where nothing ain't going on. It's the 85th minute. Just launch the ball in the box. Look what we was doing with Harry Maguire. Do you know what I'm saying? It was crazy. It's fake news, bro. You reckon it's fake news? I hope it is, bro. I hope it is. Show me someone that's come out and basically confirmed that that's not really what's going on. Because, like I said, this Record_Portugal, they were reliable for breaking a story that no one spoke about. They said, listen, I should have read the article really, but they said Gyokeres has fell out with the sporting president. It's all heated at the moment. That's what they said. Next minute, it's going everywhere. What's his name? Fabrizio's talking about it now, but they started it. So so these little ones, sometimes you got to give them a little benefit of a doubt and wait. So I hope it's fake news. I hope he's still interested in us, and yeah, it's just all gas. Yeah, I hope it's fake news or opinions. I'm with you with that, Sam, still. Sam Marvel, fake news. If you don't have news, go offline. Where did you see Gyokeres rejecting United? It's literally right in front of you, brother. It's literally right in front of you. This is what I'm going off. I'm going off what I've seen online, and this is what I've got to speak about. So it's in front of you. This is Record_Portugal, and they're the same people that broke the news the other day saying that Gyokeres fell out with the sporting president. No one was talking about it. No journalists. They came out and said it. And once they said it, it started building up. Italian sources started talking about it. Other Portuguese sources. And then before you know it, Fabrizio started saying it. Oh, it's tense. It's crazy. And then Gyokeres come out himself on Instagram and said, I'm going to speak when it's time. This is what I'm saying. So they broke it. Record_Portugal. So you got to give them the benefit of doubt. We can't just say everything's fake news. How are we ever going to know? You know what I mean? But I hope it is. I'm with you. Lot. I hope it's fake news. I want this to be fake. I can't deal with looking for another striker, having to pay him top dollar, and it turns out to be Højlund. I'm not on all that. Any of the victors, bring them to Old Trafford. I'm with it. Yeah, the first game of the season, if you've got Victor Gyokeres or Victor Osimhen, I'm on it. Yeah, I'm with this comment here. Sam, any of the victors, I'm with that. I'm going to the first game in Old Trafford. I want that to happen. David said, this is a plan for them to make us lose hope and move away. What? Plan for who? Sporting. Sporting wants us to move away. Because he's leaving. He's already said that he's going to leave. So who plan for who? Because he's already leaving. They just want they want more money from him, you know. They're not saying we're not selling you. They're not saying you have to stay, you're not for sale. They're saying we are selling you, but we want more money. This is why they fell out, because last season they said to him for 60 million euros, we can, what did they say? For 60 million euros plus 10 add-ons, you can go. So that's like 55 million or something in pounds. You can go last season. Then he's come out this season and scored 63 goals. The president's gone mad. Like, wait a minute. All these strikers went for this. Nunes went for 80 million. Højlund, 72 million. Strikers are just going for mad money. Why? This guy scored the most goals and I'm selling him for 55 million. Nah, he's gone back on his word and said, I'm not selling him no more for that. But we're still selling you. You can go, but we want more money. That's all they're saying. So Sam says, facts. Yeah, man, come on, bro. Any of the victors, I'm with that. David says, I can't validate this information until I hear it from Fabrizio. Yeah, same. See Fabrizio, he just puts the dagger one way or the other. He either just messes up your day completely, or he boosts it up like, I knew it was gas. Do you know what I mean? Fabrizio or David Ornstein, that's the two that I go off, that I know are certified. They're official. But like I said, you've got to give every journalist benefit of doubt. Do you understand? We talk about everything here. Anything Man United, we come here and we speak about it. But yeah, until Fabrizio says something, then man ain't gonna go off it. Obviously, we've got more thing anyway. This is more of the article when he broke it down now. Manchester United made an offer to Victor Gyokeres, but it didn't convince him. There's a worry for the 27-year-old about the lack of European football and a greater sporting risk at the club. See, that's what I spoke about. If he had the choice, I reckon he would go Arsenal. You understand? I reckon like he could just go and he's the missing piece, and it's more stable, isn't it, for now? Right this second now. Obviously, we're the bigger club in general, but it's just, if you looked at the project and where he's at, and I reckon he would go Arsenal. But this is what they're saying. They're saying that we haven't convinced him, etc. That does sound like an opinion, that one there. That sounds like a proper opinion. There's worry from the 27-year-old about a lack of European football. He knew that already, though, from the Europa League final. From the Europa League final, he already knew that there's a lack of European football. So why was we speaking to him all the time then if we already knew that? It wouldn't have made no sense. So that sounds like an opinion, or that sounds like it could be a lie. He just made it up. Do you understand? 100%. Because he already knew that. And then you got, what's his name? You got Usain Bolt. I don't know why this is even news. Usain Bolt's come out and said, I would like to see him at Manchester United. I think it's close to happening precisely because of Amorim. I think he will sign. There seems to be a slight problem with the amount Sporting are asking for, but we hope to be able to pay and complete the deal. I'm looking forward to it. We need consistent attackers, 100%. I'm with you with that, Usain. I don't even know how that's news, but I'm with him. Yeah, we need consistent attackers. And that's one thing about this new regime that I like, is that they're coming, even people that we're just linked with, all the players we're linked with are proper players. None of this bullshit like what we had before, project stuff and that. Remember, Ineos come in, they said we're going to do this young kid thing. We're going to do a little project and no. What Chelsea are doing, they just switched it up. They started buying Delete and all 25s and nah, you know what? Now we're going for Mbuemo. This guy. Now we're going for Mbuemo. Cunha's already signed and Gyokeres, but hopefully this article's wrong, man. And he hasn't thinged us. He said no Glock 9, damn. Boy, if he doesn't come, We'll have to get someone else. But he's a gooner, you reckon, yeah? Biggest club, he chose Arsenal. So why is Arsenal not bidded for him? Why didn't you get rejected your first bid? I think you got rejected in your first bid, you know. So you need to relax. But why are you not bidding for him again? This is what I'm saying. I reckon you don't want Tesco. Benjamin Tesco is who you don't want. That's who I think you want. So it is what it is. And if we lose that, we're going to go for someone else, innit? But I would rather have someone like either him or Osimhen, and they're prolific. None of this, we get someone and we take a chance for a couple years or they're going to come good. No, just come there and we expect the pressure. If you go a game without scoring, you're upset, you're angry. We can see you want to go every game. Yeah, Haaland can come in and go to City and just, they can buy him. Everyone can go out there and buy a prolific striker, but we can't. We got to do this project thing. Come on, man. I'm not on that. Arsenal's definitely going to sign a striker. That's one thing I'm going to give to you, lot. You're going to sign a striker, but it's just about if. That's all about if you think. It's about who you get. Is it going to be Sesko or is it going to be Gyokeres? At this moment, apparently you bidded for Gyokeres, and that came from them as well. That came from Record_Portugal. This is what I'm saying. So if you're saying that they bidded and it's true, then this article might be right. You will bid soon. Okay. I'm sure you will. You'll bid for one of them, 100%. I'm sure you will. He wants to come to us. Arsenal, yeah? Like I said that myself. I said if he's got both of us on the table, Man United and Arsenal, I reckon he'll go to Arsenal. You lot are a better place right now, project-wise. You're nearly there. You three-peated second. You need a few more add-ons and then bam, you might be able to go and finally win something. So I reckon he will choose you lot if he could. I just think that you lot want Sesko more and you're playing games with Gyokeres. I don't think you lot really want Gyokeres. I think you lot want Sesko, but you're playing games. Confirmed it we left Sesko. It's complicated. We made contact with Glock 9. Raw. That's crazy. If he said that, that's madness. Because obviously Sesko's like a project striker, isn't it? He's 21 years old. What's his name? Gyokeres is 27. He's ready-made. He comes in and shoots and scores now. Sesko's another one. You might have to give him time. Your fan base will be saying next season, give him some time. Give him time. You can't get someone that's going to need time. You don't need someone that's going to come and bag now and get you lot over the line. Liverpool just bought Wirtz for 100 and whatever, 50 mil euros. City's gone mad out there with the transfers. Bro, it's getting madder and madder and madder. And this is what I tell my Arsenal friends. They always think that you're just going to buy a striker and then nothing. That's it. Everyone is leveling up around you. Newcastle might get that right winger. It's crazy. So everyone's leveling up. So every year you're missing out on a title, it's another risk for the next year. You might just think, we're going to get a striker and that's it now. Because we finish second, we'll win. Bro, you lot was all saying, if it's not Man City, you'll win. Liverpool come out of nowhere and snatched it. So that's what I'm saying. You got to remember that. He wants to come to us. Okay. It seems like it is. It's complicated. It's too much. Yeah. I saw it 80 to 100 million euros. But you got to remember something. This is what I'm saying. This might be all smokescreen. Because, what's his name? Sesko, Leipzig, the team that Sesko plays for, they're not in the Champions League for next season. They've just sacked their manager. They're starting with a new manager. They're trying a new project. So I think they want to sell Sesko and then start the project. Start buying players, etc. So that's what I'm saying. I think it's a smokescreen. I don't think they want Gyokeres because everyone came out and all the main journalists have been saying it's Sesko. But it's like they're playing games. They make a bid for Gyokeres so that Leipzig can see, listen, we've got a backup here. If you lot think we're playing games, we'll just go for him. So that's why I think it's a lot of games going on. You've got a new sporting director, that Berta guy. So you lot are running things a bit different, I think, You know what I'm saying? Sesko, too much price. Check. I'll check slow. Havertz is getting benched. Finally, Glock 9 is going to bully the little youth. You reckon Arteta will bench him though? I don't think Arteta will bench Havertz, man. He loves him. Let me check what my man's saying for Breezer. I can't see nothing about it. Where is it? I can't see nothing about Sesko or Gyokeres. I can't see nothing about it. Bam. Fabrizio's come out now. I got Manchester United keep calling for Victor Gyokeres. Arsenal also remain in active contacts for Gyokeres. He said that on his YouTube just now. Fabrizio Romano, one of the most reliable journalists. This is what he said. So Manchester United keep calling for Victor Gyokeres. So why are we going to keep calling for Victor Gyokeres if we've been rejected? Does that make any sense? That doesn't even make any sense. If he's already known about the lack of European football since the Europa League final, which was on May the 21st, however long that is, why are we calling them every day? Why would he not have just told us ages ago, listen, I'm not interested. You're not in Europa football. So it doesn't make no sense, man. Manchester United keep calling for Victor Gyokeres. Arsenal also remain in active contact for Gyokeres. So Arsenal's about it, but we're calling every day. He said that in the last one. Every day we're calling apparently. I don't know why we're calling every single day, but we want to be kept in contacts. But I'm sure if he never gave us something for us to feel like we can call every day, we wouldn't. Do you know what I mean? Why would we be calling for Gyokeres? Keep calling. Go check with Bezo. He's there, active. We want him now. We made contact with the club, with the player. We're not going for Sesko no more. Good on you then, man. Good on you. That Gyokeres is yours then. If that's what's going on, because Fabrizio just said this on his YouTube though. I'm sure he would have said that. Unless that's developed in the last 10 minutes, what you're telling me, then it is what it is. Like I said, I'm good with Victor Osimhen coming to Man United. I don't care about whichever one. I'm not picky. Yeah, I've got Højlund as my number 9. So anyone will do. I'm not picky, mate. Gyokeres is cheaper. Yeah. Well, how cheaper though? What, like 10 million? Because remember, the president wants some more money now. That's his new tweet. Yes, he did. Okay, I didn't see it still. I didn't see it. No problem. Don't get excited. He's going Liverpool. Who's going Liverpool? What's he talking about? Who's going Liverpool now? What, Gyokeres or Osimhen? Who are we talking about? Who's going Liverpool, brother? But like I said, Fabrizio just came out. Hold on. They agreed 60 million to 79 mil. Liverpool, yeah? Osimhen. Okay. That's a madness. If that's what's going on, that's true. That's mad. That's crazy. They get Osimhen's a clinical striker, man. He's a proper striker. He's a proper number 9, man. And that's what we're linked with anyway. Everyone that we're linked with, you've preed it. We wanted the lap. He rejected us. He's like a number 9. He will bully defenders. Gyokeres, number 9. Like I said, he's not the best header in, but he's a number 9. Proper. We're linked with Mateta, bully defenders, number 9. Put him in the box. And then we're linked with Osimhen. Do you know what I'm saying? Like all these guys, they're number 9s. They will bully defenders, put them in the box, they score goals. Let it fall onto their feet in the box, they're more likely going to score. Yeah? So any of them will do. Just give us a number 9 that scores goals. That's it. Any of the victors is 30. So Fabrizio's come out anyway and said this in his video, his last video on YouTube, and said, Manchester United keep calling for Victor Gyokeres. Arsenal also remain in active contacts. So that's Man United and Arsenal. This article that's just come out is saying that he's rejected us and he wants Arsenal. That's in Portugal. Obviously, we don't know if it's reached to Fabrizio yet or this article's they've just made their opinion. It's one or the other. You understand? So, yeah, it's a mad one. You got rejected by Delap and Gyokeres. That's mad. United, big club. Yeah, I'm laughing. I know, man. It's crazy, bro. That's what happens when you finish 15th, bro. We get rejected, brother. Like, you don't have all the leverage. You understand? But then Mbuemo rejected you lot for us. It's crazy, right? And you're in the Champions League. So it's mad. But it's where it is. Beggars can't be choosers. This is why I just say, listen, just get a striker that's going to replace what we've got and we're good. That's all man's with. Man ain't sitting there and trying to be picky because man can't be picky. Man's not in the Champions League. You got Liverpool buying Verts and all of these players. City, they made Champions League. So, beggars can't be choosers, man. It is what it is, man. You got to go for it. And then we got Garnacho. Some movements are taking place. Behind the scenes with Alejandro Garnacho's agent over his exit and meeting. He's giving priority to Premier League clubs. He's just said that on his YouTube as well, apparently. So, yeah, Garnacho, we already know he's going to go, innit? It's come out, Ruben and the argument said, yo, go find yourself a new club, blah, blah, blah. So, we've already known that Garnacho's going to leave. It's been evident for a minute. So, it's just about where's he going to go. Premier League, he's giving priority to Premier League clubs, so he wants to stay in the Prem. I wouldn't even want him to be in the Prem, I'll be real. See Garnacho, I want him to go abroad, smash it, like McTominay and Anthony. Go to one of them leagues. They suit him more anyway. They're more counter-attacking type of football. You know them type of footballs, like, they got so much space. The Spain league, the Italian. So, yeah, I would want Garnacho. I wouldn't even want him to be in the Prem, man. He looks like he would score against us and celebrate. Do you know what I mean? Like, so, yeah, I wouldn't even want him to stay in the Prem. But it is what it is, isn't it? He's got to go. He's going to go. And you've got to remember something about Garnacho. We want 50 million for him. We sell Garnacho because he's from the academy. So Garnacho or Rashford, any player from the academy, you get to spend triple that amount. So let's just say we sell Garnacho for 50 million. We can spend up to 150 million. But remember, you don't even do deals where you spend all the money at first anyway. So up to 150 million we could spend legitly, but we'll go into every deal and just give them, like for example, you went to buy someone for 90 million, 30 million for the first year, 30 million for the next year, 30 million for the third year, 90 mil. So you would be taking out little percentages of that 150. It's crazy. So once Garnacho goes, we can buy two. Right now it's Mbuemo and then we got to wait. Or Gyokeres and then we got to wait. That's what's going on right now because we're not selling players. Teams like Chelsea, they sell players, man. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. It's everywhere. Glock 9 rejected your dusty club. This geezer's trolling, man. He wants to be a gooner. Maybe he does, man. Hopefully he does. Hopefully for you, he ends up a gooner, man. But like I said, any striker will do it for me. I'm not begging and choosing. I don't care. We get Gyokeres or not, bring me Osimhen. If we don't get Osimhen, I'll take Mateta. Like, we've got Højlund up front. I don't think you're understanding this. Like, you can't make man upset for missing out on someone like this. We've got Højlund up front, Rasmus Højlund. The guy's getting bullied by Hong Kong, a team in Hong Kong. This is what's going on. You got Chido, little kid, coming off the bench, scoring 2 goals, headers, everything. And this guy's having 60, 70 minutes against Hong Kong and nothing ain't happening. Yeah, bro, I said Højlund, bro. Højlund, that's who we got up front. Probably one of the worst strikers. It's not even his fault as well. He just got put in a mad situation. He's young, he loves United, he's come, but he can't handle it. And it shouldn't have happened like that for him. I'm laughing too. Exactly. This is my point to you, bro. You're not listening. That's my point. That any striker will do. You're sitting there and saying Gyokeres is rejected us, dusty club. I'm saying, listen, bro, we've got Højlund up front. So anyone will do. I'm not bothered about Gyokeres. Bring me Osimhen. Bring me Mateta. Anyone would be better than him. That's my point. So I'm not bothered. You can get Gyokeres. That's fine. I don't think Ekitike suits Ruben's style, man. Ekitike is like a flary type of player. You know what I mean? He's flary. He's not really a box striker. He doesn't bully defenders. He's skinny. You know what I'm saying? He's not skinny, but you know what I mean? Like he's like an Isaac type of player. Do you understand? But even though Isaac's boxy as well. He scores headers, etc. But I don't think Ekitike suits. I think we put in 100 million. We didn't put in a bid, but we made contact with him. That's a smoke screen as well. I don't think we're interested in Ekitike. No way. Sesko could do, but I wouldn't want him because he's a project striker. Do you get it? He hasn't done it in the Premier. He's going to end up coming and we're going to have to give him time. I'm not on the time things no more. We've already done that with Højlund. This is what I'm saying. I'm not on that. Yeah, you would say he's sick because you've seen all these comps and that. When you're linked with a player, you start watching their comps. I know how it is. We're linked with this guy. You watch all of these videos, all these goals, these movements. I know how it is. So, but what I'm saying is, what you're seeing from him, that's in the German league. He might come to Prem and it's a whole different ball game. Prem's the best league. So, I don't know, man. I don't want no more project strikers. I want the only people that I want to lead the line are verified goal scorers now. Everyone else can buy a goal scorer. Why can't we? So to go and get someone and take the risk, they've got to have a number of goals under their belt. So Gyokeres has got 60 goals or something like that. Bruv, come. We'll take a risk on you. If it fails, no one's going to turn around and go crazy at the owners. Because you're all going to know this guy had 60 goals and then he came here, and if he does flop, he had 60 goals before he came here. We can't say nothing to that. Do you know what I'm saying? But if you go and get someone like Sesko, and we've already dealt with Højlund for the last how much years? Come on, man. It's another project striker. You're hoping he comes good. United wanting who? Sesko last summer. We probably did. We probably did, but we got Xerxes in it. Erling came from the Bundesliga. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that these leagues are not bad, but I'm saying if you're going to go and get someone from one of these leagues, they've got to have scored so much goals and been prolific in that league that it's worth taking the risk. Do you know what I'm saying? Look at Mamouche. Mamouche scored a lot of goals, a lot of assists. City said, come. Erling Haaland scored so much, broke the record over there or some madness. He didn't break the record. I think Lewandowski's got it, but he done a good amount of goals. City took the risk. Darwin Núñez scored 30 goals or something like that for in the Portuguese league for Benfica. Liverpool said, we're going to take the risk, 85 million. Rasmus Højlund scored 13 or something goals, 15 goals. And we said, yeah, we're going to pay 72 million. Do you know how crazy that is, bro? When you think about it, that's crazy. So that's why I'm saying Gyokeres, he scored 63 goals. I'll take the risk on Gyokeres. Come true. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, we all understand why we bought him. You think Liverpool fans are saying, why did we buy Darwin? They're not saying that. They understand why they bought him. He scored 30 goals. He was looking good out there. They took the risk. He came and he's not been the guy that they thought he would be. But you take the risk because he scored a lot of goals. Sesko hasn't scored a lot of goals, bro. He's a project striker. Mamouche left in... Sesko scores 13 goals or something like that. Mamouche left in January and he finished the season with more goals than him. That's crazy. How can you leave in January, 6 months later, you still got more goals than a man that's still in that league? That's madness. So I don't really rate Sesko like that. And he's another project striker. He's 21. You've got to give him time. I'm not trying to give no one time. Come to Old Trafford, wear the number 9, and score goals. That's it. Who's the option? What about Núñez? Yeah, bro. I wouldn't take Núñez, Darwin Núñez. He's pony. No way. You're trolling. But yeah, Garnacho, man. Obviously, Plettenberg come out as well and said a move for Garnacho to Leverkusen is very unlikely. Reason an immense package of the transfer fee and wages. Leverkusen are currently focused on other options. The 20-year-old Garnacho is set to leave Manchester United this summer. Obviously, we all know Garnacho is leaving. Remember, Erik ten Hag is at Leverkusen. So, yeah, I don't know if we're linked with Leverkusen because Erik ten Hag's there and he's going to snatch a few players. Why don't the guy snatch Højlund, bruv, or Nana, or Anthony? You brought them to this club, said you really needed them for your project. Now that you're at wherever you are, you're not even trying to take the risk and get them back. Joke, man. And then we got Mbuemo. United wants Mbuemo, but will refuse to pay beyond Berardi's predetermined price. point. Other options including Semenyo and Eze. Eze's got a 68 million release clause or something like that. And they're trying to say 70 million for Mbuemo, and he's only got 1 year left on his contract. That's crazy. And you got to remember something. If we were Man City or something, they would have done it ASAP. 55 million plus 5, done. Because we're Manchester United, they're on a joke thing. They think, yep, let's just get some money. Let's get some money for them. And then Graham Bailey came out and said, Manchester United remain confident of Brian Mbuemo deal, but they are aware of Tottenham making moves. Bruv, he's rejected Tottenham already, bro. Some within the football think Mbuemo might prefer to stay in London and clearly believe at Spurs they can get him. Arsenal was in for him, got rejected. They're in London. He rejected Spurs already. They're in London. So I can't see how that makes any sense. He already said, I am prioritizing Manchester United. It's come out all yesterday. So Graham Bailey's story just sounds like he's just trying to make a story. Click on my article. Let me get some clicks and get paid. That's what a lot of journalists do. They make their newspapers. The more they get clicks, the more they get paid. So they've got to make it seem like it's something, but it's not. So, yeah. Sesko had 21 goals in 44 games. He scored 13 in the league, though, man. Do you know what I mean? Them FA Cups over there, you're playing Division 3 teams and all of that. So I don't, like I said, innit? Sesko would be good for you anyway, but for me, I don't want no project strikers. He's going to come through. You got to give him time and all of that. I ain't got time for no one. Just come and score goals, bro. That's it. Literally, that's what I want. Who? Nunes? Oh, yeah, we did. That's what I'm saying. But that's the old regime. Not last summer, the summer before. That's the old regime. Glazers and that. They didn't know what they were doing, bro. They would just look at anyone and just pay however much money. This new regime we got doesn't just spend money on just spunk money. So 100% what you're saying is right. So we did want Darwin Nunes, and I'm so happy we didn't get him. They want Liverpool and Anthony, but they're probably happy that they didn't get him now. Do you know what I mean? Klopp, when Klopp was there. So you're right still. Kepa. Nah, man don't want Kepa. Kepa's a bozo as well, man. He does a lot of bozo stuff. I've watched him a few times. He just fouls people. Like, he does madness. But Onana definitely got to go. 100%. You're right with that one still. 100%. Onana definitely's got to bounce. He's pony. But I don't really rate Kepa. No way. And yeah, boom. This is the article about the bid that they made about Mbuemo yesterday. I don't know if... Obviously, I think it's come out that we never bidded from Sammy Mokbel, but just adding some aspect to the last thing about the Mbuemo that bid. So apparently they made a bid, 70 million yesterday, to hijack the move to Old Trafford, although Mbuemo is still leaning towards a United move. Thomas Frank believes he can persuade him to come to London, but he's already said he wants to go to Manchester United. So if he's saying he wants to go to Manchester United and he's prioritising us, why does he want to stay in London? He's made up his mind. He wants to go to Manchester. You know what I'm saying? So it's just about us agreeing a bid, but Brentford are asking for way too much right now. It's crazy. And that's why we've come out and said this. United will refuse to play the price point, because it's like, yo, you lot are going too mad. The guy's got 1 year left on his contract, and you're asking for £70 million. But that's the Manchester United tax, and that's what the old regime has done to us. They used to just go in there to anyone that sees Manchester United's in town, they just start rubbing their hands. Yep, we're going to keep going up, and then just get a mad bundle out of them. Let Man City or one of them clubs go there. They'll get cheap. You know what I'm saying? It's silly, bruv. So they're trying to change the regime. So you got to respect what they're doing, man. You got to respect it. Obviously, I want Mbuemo to come, but do you really want to go out there and get bumped and then just keep getting bumped, and then you've got to switch it up, innit? I remember they walked away from Brantford last season. They went there, put in a bid. That was a fair bid. Ended up walking away. So you can see what they're on. Yeah, that's what I said. That was my point, man. Darwin was banging in goals. He scored 30 goals in the Portuguese league. And then he came and he didn't hit off. He's chaos. That's all he is. I'm just scared of him because he's chaos. He just run at you. He might get a penalty. He's just nuts. But you're not scared of him that he's going to bang in the goals. He might miss a one-on-one with the keeper. Like, he's one of them guys. So, yeah, it's a madness, man. I've watched him this season. Bournemouth, he was good. Yeah, then good for you lot then. You lot have bought him for 5 million, Arsenal. If he was good on you lot then. But yeah, saying that, I'm going to wrap up. We'll be on later. Update you lot with all of this. Hopefully this Gyokeres bid is false. Yeah, and nothing ain't really going on. And we're still in the race for it. He hasn't dropped us out. He hasn't told us that he doesn't want us. He already knew about Europe from the Europa League final. I can't see why he would take all this long for us to call him every day. What Fabrizio's saying. Fabrizio said we're still in contact and we keep calling Gyokeres. So I can't see him coming out today on his YouTube and saying this. But then Gyokeres turned around and said, I don't want Man United. So we're gonna have to see how it develops. But for now, it's come out that Gyokeres doesn't want Manchester United. But Fabrizio's turned around and said, we keep calling every day. And Arsenal remain active. So it seems like the race is still on. I don't know if the Portuguese outlets are just... this guy is trolling, man. Bro, he rejected us, all good. Like I said, any of the victors will do. Victor Osimhen, that's cool. Even if we was to get Mateta, anybody... August the 16th is the first game of the season. I'm going to be at that game. As long as we do not have Rasmus Højlund as the striker, I'm happy. We finished 15th. Beggars can't be choosers. I can't be sitting there saying, we need this guy or, Gyokeres. Bro, the fact that we still even can attract these players is crazy. You got to think about it. We're Manchester United. That just shows how big we are, that we can even attract Gyokeres still. How? We finished 15th. We've got no Europe. But we're still in conversations with Gyokeres and then Mbuemo, Cunha's already here. That's crazy. Do you understand? So I'm not mad about nothing. Any striker that isn't Rasmus Højlund starts, and I don't want Xerxes to start. I want Xerxes to be off the bench, give us a different outlet. So Xerxes off the bench, a proper number 9, I'm happy. Go and get Mateta. I'm cool with that. Go and get Osimhen. I'm cool with that. Go and get any box striker that is really the ball lands to them, they're banging the goal in, and we can rely on them. I'm with it. So I'm gonna wrap up anyway, man. Love for everyone that checked in. I'll be back on later.
Someone said let's pull up local. You know we are next, pull up mobos. They gon' be there on repeat, they're like, oh no. Where's the mix it out, let's take a photo now. But for now, I'm local. For now, I'm preserving beat, I'm more